My name's Bob. I've lost 40 pounds in about the last year.
My name's Mary. I lost 20 pounds in the last year.
My name is Melanie. I have lost 80 pounds in about the last year and a half, a year ago last summer. I'm a high school English teacher, and that's made a really big difference.
I'm Bill, and I started the same time Melanie did, and I haven't lost quite as much weight, but it's about 45 pounds, and I continue on.
Partly just kind of try to change some of the things I was eating and some of the habits that I'd picked up.
It may have seemed strange to someone as a casual observer, but we always had a pretty healthy diet. Portion control, you really don't need 4 meals a day, that kind of thing.
I probably don't eat as much.
I'm Sarah Keegan. I am a registered dietitian. I specialize in weight management and diabetes education. Let's plan out what your snacks are going to be for the week. Let's plan maybe what your meals are, your grocery list. If we plan that and we're more prepared, it doesn't take as much time. And as we get into that habit, we form the habit and we don't notice the time anymore. At the beginning, I would say people are frustrated. They're frustrated with maybe not being able to lose the weight. Unsuccessful weight maintenance in the past. They've lost weight and regained it. Also, patients lots of times come in and they'll say they don't eat much, and that's when we kind of have to have them write it down, because we lose that awareness when things are habits or just everyday practices.
She got me doing where I say write down everything you eat and calorie-wise, and just actually that's kind of like a job, because you're seeing, well, if I eat something, I got to write that down. Well, maybe I won't eat that.
She suggested the good old-fashioned method, and that was count your calories. And I've counted calories lots of times before, and I never could stick with it. And I finally figured out why. And I think it's because Sarah helped me to understand that it wasn't going to be a quick fix. It didn't take me. I didn't gain weight overnight, and I wasn't going to lose it overnight either. And so she encouraged us to keep a food diary, keep track of everything we ate. It turned out to be much easier than I thought it would be. She suggested that we keep the food diary when we started, but we're still doing it because, as I told her the other day, it keeps me honest.
So I never was a breakfast person, and I was eating breakfast enough and actually losing weight.
But if you really wanted to have something to enjoy for breakfast, you can buy wheat bread that has 45 calories a slice. Have a couple pieces of toast, and you got 90 calories. And put a little of that 10-calorie fruit preserves on top of it, and you got something that's substantial.
Fruits and vegetables are the least consumed of the food groups. And those are hard to increase, but it takes developing that habit of including them in your meals and snacks.
Coleslaw is pretty good, and if you're eating a burger, have coleslaw instead of French fries. If you want a French fry once in a while, it's not going to be the end of the world, but just making some better choices as you go along.
Doubling the portions, if they're usually making maybe a broccoli, chicken, rice casserole, saying, okay, let's double the amount of broccoli in here and see if we notice a difference, or adding in some other vegetables, maybe some onions, carrots. Maybe introducing one new whole grain product. It might be cereal at breakfast. It might be the toast. You might want to have one piece of white toast and one piece of whole wheat toast. And looking for what's actually whole grain is important. Not just foods that are colored brown or enriched. So we want to look at the ingredients list and look for whole grains, whole wheat. Something with 100% whole grain in it is great. Eliminating beverages with calories in them.
I don't drink that much.
I was going to ask about that because that's one way.
My daughter got me off of that, so that's one good thing she did. I'm getting used to it, though. It's not as hard as it was at first.
So weight maintenance is just as important as weight loss, because if we keep losing the weight and then regaining the weight, we aren't making those health benefits. So we want to maintain the weight loss. it's continuing what we've been doing. That's why these changes we make, those small changes, we want them to be long-term, things they can live with every day, a lifestyle.
It's finally moving, because I've been stuck at like 320 or like 320 for probably like a year and a half. I could not get past that. And then after a while, you get kind of just aggravated about it, and you'll gain 5 more pounds. And you try, and then you not eat, and you still just get right to there, and you're just stuck. It was just nice to see it actually moving.
I seen the scale, and I was saying, no, that couldn't have happened to me. And I just couldn't believe it when I seen the scale.
I'm going to speak for you, and then you can tell me if I'm nuts. I think we both feel just so much better about our success and other things. I mean, that just makes you feel successful, makes you feel better about yourself. That sounds corny, but it is absolutely true. All those diets I was on before, I kept thinking, oh gosh, it's great now, but do I dare to eat? Do I dare to have that? And I don't ask myself that now. I look at my food diary and say, yeah, I think I can today. Or no, I won't. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. And it's just made a real difference thinking long-term and not just a quick fix. Before I would always, I have a wedding to go to, so I want to lose weight for that wedding. And I just really had to change the way I saw that. This is not for an event. This is for the rest of my life. So I'm going to just try to do it right this time.